apparently Baylor men's basketball is hosting a really solid player as a transfer from Toledo. RayJ Dennis. RayJ. Yeah, that's how that's spelled. I just want to let you know. He's 6'2", 180-pound guard. Started all 35 games last year for Toledo, and all 34 the year before at Toledo. He was at Boise State prior, so for 2 years. So he has 1 year eligibility left. He did average 19.5 points per game, 4.3 rebounds per game, 5.8 assists per game, 0.2 blocks per game, 1.5 steals per game, 1.9 fouls per game, 1.9 turnovers per game. He did shoot 76.9% from the free throw line, 36 on the free throws on 130 attempts. On three-pointers, 36.6% on 145 attempts. And from the field, 48.4% on 547 attempts. So this would be a very solid pickup, especially if Adam Flaggo doesn't come back. Let's just be clear about this. The only exception to the rule on this is Jay Nunn. Everybody else is either a redshirt sophomore, a sophomore, or a freshman at the guard position. That's assuming Adam Flaggo does not come back. This would be a solid replacement for him if Baylor does land him. But we're going to have to wait and see, because I know, one, we have to wait on the decision for Adam Flaggo if he's fully going to stay in the draft. Two, Illinois hosted him a few days ago as a transfer. So, yeah, that's another deal here. And I know Michigan as well, so yeah, it's going to be some competition. I would dare to say it's between Illinois and Baylor. Illinois needs a true point guard, but I know Baylor needs an experienced guard who could make a difference. Like an Adam Flaggo type, and he would be the closest. He would be nearly exactly him, if not a little bit better. I mean, not a ton better, but you know what I mean. That's just a situation to keep an eye on. He's visiting Baylor today, and of course we have to wait and see on the Jalen Bridges situation. I know Baylor's been in talks with Grant. They were in talks with Grant Nelson from North Dakota State. So, yeah, it's just really, you have to wait and see on two guys' decisions here. Hopefully we know something on Jalen Bridges sooner than later, but we have to wait and see. Same thing goes for Adam Flagler. If nothing else, get two solid transfers. There's your roster. I mean, in my opinion. And of course, I would prefer Jalen Bridges being back, because there's not a lot of guys like him. I know the North Dakota State guy is good and all, but I take Jalen Bridges. One, he's used to the system. And of course, we would take the same thing with Flagler too, I know. But how likely is it that we're going to get both of those guys back? It's very, 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 very 50-50. But I would dare to say for one of them, I think 60 to 70%. But we'll have to wait and see, though, what else happens, because they have to wait. We only have to wait like 17 more days until they could technically get out of the draft. And hopefully there's a decision they're going to make sooner rather than later. Anyways, if you like this content, like and subscribe, and see you guys later. 500 subscribers. On the road to it. Let's go.